better when we riff.
Tim hawking a loogie. I don't know if anybody wanted to hear that.
Check 1 2.
Are we going here?
I think we're live. Yeah.
What happened to the intro?
I don't know. This is our intro.
I didn't set the intro up.
That's
on me. Yeah, we're live. What's up, everybody? We're the Uncle
Ping, ping,
Pluckers.
ping. Welcome to the podcast.
I'm on
Hey.
basement. Check us
We're out
out.
of practice.
I'm
We're
in
out of
section
practice. We're out of
303. Ding ding. All right. I'm Chris with Bobby and Tim. And what's up, boys? It's been a little bit since since Bobby's been on. There will be a show coming up soon with all four of us. But happy Friday night. How's everybody?
Everybody considering the time. Yeah. You know, we're hanging in there for a bunch of old guys, a combined age of 150 or whatever. So, you know, hanging out.
Oh, I don't know. But
147 and 11/12.
All right.
Well, no. Bobby, you're 52, right?
Come on, man.
I'm 50. Oh, I'm sorry. 51. 51. Okay. All right.
Does this look like the body of a 52-year-old?
All right. So, wait, Tim, you're 47.
Yeah, soon to be 48.
Bobby's 51. I'm 27. I don't know how the hell you get 150.
Yeah. Probably because you're way off.
All right. You're right. I lied.
Yeah.
28.
Are you using a bald filter? How are you 27 with that haircut?
You should see my hair. I do use a bald filter. Yeah. I'm actually never mind.
All right.
Oh God.
We're off the rails already. What are we doing here?
All right. So we'll talk a little hockey. So our Devils, bad road trip, which they flushed, come back home, and that was a fun game against Montreal. I enjoyed watching that game. I want to see that playoff series, Jersey Montreal, at some point. That was a lot of fun. What did you guys think of the game? We'll start with you, B.
I thought it was actually a little bit scary at first. I wasn't loving where it was going. I was a little scared. I'm not
Don't be
lie.
scared. It's okay.
Okay. I was enjoying it. I thought that it wound up being like kind of exactly what you need coming back from that kind of a trip. Because it wasn't easy. And then they did it in kind of like really cool fashion, something we hadn't done much this year, which, successfully score a goal with the goalie pulled to tie it up. Real kind of energetic, positive type of win. I think that can carry you pretty far coming after what was otherwise a disappointing road trip. I mean, you would have thought they would have gotten at least maybe one more out of that road trip, and that would have been fine. But things were looking for some reason like a little bleak, right? Just because you're kind of caught losing 3 out of 4 and you kind of start reading into it too much. And then you just get this one win and then you look up and it's like, oh, we're the first team to 10 wins. We got the second most points in the league with the most, even though the team in front of us has 1 or 2 less wins. We're in really good shape, So I thought it was a big character win. And I was super psyched because I was starting to write down some notes on Timo Meier. And we're not going to discuss that today because he did some heroic shit. So we're just going to leave that one where it is and save it for another day.
That's funny. Timo's first on my list of things to talk about.
Shit, great minds.
Yeah, I pretty much agree with a lot of that. I think, I listen to a lot of kind of different national podcasts today of people that were able to, record in time after watching that game. And, to a man, they're basically like, that game rocked. Like, from the outside looking in, that was a very entertaining game for them. Obviously for us, it was a little bit of a nail biter because, we're on the Devils bus. But to Bob's point, it was a resilient win. Like I was a little concerned after Montreal scored their third goal. They started kind of taking over the game and were dominating us until we pulled the goalie. And I was like, fuck, man, these guys just gave up. But they didn't. And, it was a resilient win. We got the tying goal when with the extra man. And, going back to sort of 22-23, like we won a ton of games that way where we came back or won in overtime. Like you were almost
like flat out confident in it when they pulled.
We were like, oh, if we're going to overtime, we're going to win because he who shall not be named would win the faceoff. Jack would dominate possession and he'd find Dougie for a one-timer and we'd win. Like the amount of games that we won that way were ridiculous. And I think, I'm hoping the further we get away from this road trip, again, we got to see what happened to Dougie, but the further we get away from this road trip, that is kind of a little bit of more of a blip on the radar than anything. I think it is hard when you lose someone on a road trip to make those adjustments on the fly. You're in the hotel conference room, wherever the fuck you're doing video and trying to piece together what the lineup's going to be like. And you're kind of throwing different pairs together and different matchups together. And you don't really have the time to sit and kind of organize. And I do think over the 3 days before the Montreal game that Sheldon sat there and fucking ripped these guys a new asshole. Like, he pretty much said, he was like, that was bad hockey that they were playing.
Yeah.
But they bounced back. Montreal is no joke, man. That is a good fucking team. And we held them to 19 shots on goal. They're a really good offensive team. We held them to 19 shots on goal. That was a really good game.
You guys are talking about the back in 22-23, the automatic, what the goalie pulled. Before last night's goalie pulled game tying goal, when was the last time before last night that the Devils pulled the goaltender and actually scored a game tying goal?
Maybe
22,
early of
23.
last year, maybe at the beginning of the season, something like I don't recall it for at least a year.
November 7th.
2024.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm wrong. February 27th, 2025.
Okay. Wow.
And guess who scored that game tying goal?
Timo Meier.
Guess who it was against?
Montreal. It was Jacob Dobish's first.
Did Brad get the game winner?
I was checking to see if they got the game winner in that one. I don't know who got. We did win in overtime, but it doesn't say who won. Who got the overtime game winner? I'm going to go back and check that. What day was that?
Now
February
that I think
27th.
about it, that was because that Dobish kid had just come up in the middle of the year, because I picked him up in fantasy because he was winning games, and that was his first loss of his career, was against us last year as well.
Right.
So
that's right. What is that?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's good. We're winning. We're good teams. I mean,
We're winning.
We are a good team.
Little concerned about now losing Dougie. I mean,
all right, we got to talk about this.
Yeah, okay.
We got to talk about this, but real quick, February 27th of last year we didn't play a game February 27th last year. What the frick?
You're just making.
Who put him in charge of the phone?
Google AI fucking lied to me. So okay, we talk.
Yeah, stop using AI.
We talk all year long, all summer long. Of all the bullshit changes and stuff that we would do to this team, and Dougie Hamilton's name, of course, came up a lot in trade rumors and stuff. And I was always on the fence of I have no problems with Dougie Hamilton as a player. It's the fact that Dougie Hamilton cannot stay healthy. And we went over the numbers, like over 100 and something missed games in his 3 years or whatever with the Devils. Really, really unfortunate circumstance. And then he's playing so well for us once again. And do we have any information on this injury? Anything?
Lower body. That was it. He was getting evaluated today. Haven't heard anything beyond that. Marshall, sorry, my dog.
So if this
we're not
ends
going
up
to get anything.
If this ends up being any kind of long-term thing with Dougie, I'm done. I'm done.
Yeah,
with
me too.
Me too. We can't keep doing this, and it constantly puts this team behind the fucking 8 ball when our number one offensive defenseman keeps on getting hurt for huge chunks of time. I don't know if Luke can take that spot right now. I really don't. I know he's been playing really good, but Dougie's been playing better, especially offensively.
Luke's still got some inconsistency in his game.
Like
there were a couple moments against Montreal, like the Caulfield breakaway that Markstrom bailed him out on. He's fucking around the puck at the blue line. Look, he's usually pretty electric at the blue line. Is very good at strafing the blue line and kind of getting deeper into the zone or at least getting a shot off. He's not good at getting a shot through yet, but yeah, I agree. Luke's not there yet with him. He still needs that little bit of sheltering with a veteran partner. It's Pesci and now it's Dylan. Thank God for Dylan, because we'd be really fucked if he wasn't playing the way he was. Like even Siegenthaler's fallen off a lot. Like he had his first,
Yeah.
He played
had
good
his-
last night. Yeah.
he had his first like that was Jonas Siegenthaler game
Yep.
last night. So hopefully whatever was going on in the first couple of games, like numbers wise, eye test wise, everything, like he's been objectively bad to start this season. So
I wonder if it was just one of those wake up calls where it's like, shit, we're down a D man. Like, I've got to step this back up. And,
I hope so.
maybe
I hope
sometimes you just need something to jolt you. You shouldn't at this level. I'm not saying that you should, but
then, like, now we're going to roll in tomorrow with who? Casey and Kowalski against Pittsburgh.
I think it's Colton White.
Is it White?
Yeah.
Well, okay. White
I'm
plays
better
a
with
little
that,
bit.
actually.
Yeah, I'm better with that than Casey. At least White, you're not asking him to do anything other than defend. That's it. Like, just be that Pesci-esque. I'm not comparing him to that, but that Pesci-esque stay-at-home defenseman, block shots, do what you can, and hopefully you don't get in too much trouble. But it's a very shitty spot to be in. And if there was a thought process from Tom Fitzgerald throughout this season, okay, if Dougie stays healthy, maybe if this team's doing good and I can get my hands on someone like Quinn, maybe Dougie is that trade chip that I can maybe not give up as much because he is playing good. Well, that's probably gone now if this is any kind of long-term thing.
Right. Yeah, and if we were to have gotten this is the thing also that I keep coming back to is if we were to have gotten rid of Dougie this summer, it probably would have been in a move to try and acquire an additional forward. So we would be back in this situation again, regardless of whether we got rid of him or not, because our entire fucking right side is dead.
So here's my thing. If there's any chance whatsoever, and they'll know this, that it's not going to be a quick turnaround, or if there's any chance that, hey, this could go most of the year, that whole could be back for the playoff shit, like, then we need to make a move now. Like, if there's any possibility that he's not coming back within, if he takes longer than a month, like, do something now and assume you're not getting him for the rest of the year. And if he does come back, figure out that problem then. But it needs to be addressed now. We can't wait like he's been doing.
The other problem when it comes to Dougie Hamilton is every single time he's been hurt, when he comes back, he has not been himself. Every single time. It takes him a long time to kind of get back into that play, and that worries me too. But my question is then, what is the number that gets you worried? Is it 10 games or more that you say then we might be in trouble and you should do something?
Right now, it's one game.
Yeah.
Like if Pesci was okay, I'd feel okay.
Totally different story. Yep.
Kovacic, like Nemec has been inconsistent. He had a decent game last night, but we don't know what we're getting from him night in, night out. And now Colton White, like I couldn't pick fucking Colton White out of a lineup. Like what was the last time he played?
Stats the other day, and I'm like, because I remember I saw Colton White play in one game. I'm like, yeah, that's the guy they should have brought up. And I look at him like he played 8 games. I had no fucking idea.
Yeah,
he played 8 games already. Yeah, I thought he played like 1 or 2. It's crazy.
Yeah, well, in the AHL.
No, with the big team in his career, he's been up.
Oh yeah. No, he's been up before. But that's kind of what we want. We want an anonymous defenseman who's going to play defense and who's going to fucking get it off the glass and out. That's been our biggest issue. Has been the ability to get it out of the zone, cleanly. And if we need a guy that just punts, fine, totally fine with that. But we don't know what's wrong with Dougie, so let's just we don't need to sell the farm yet. But it is concerning that he left in the second and didn't come back at all. Maybe it was precautionary. Maybe he's feeling better. We just don't know. But if he's going to get testing and going to get imaging or whatever, that's worrisome. I saw the shift. Did I send that to you guys? I don't know if I did or not.
Yeah,
it didn't look like anything.
The one they got hurt in. I didn't see that.
It didn't look like anything really kind of. It didn't look like anything happened to him.
So like
it wasn't a moment.
Last year's injury was the same thing, right? Like we were like, when the hell did he get hurt? Oh, you're talking about Pesci or Hamilton?
No. I'm talking about Dougie's now. But Pesci's, you can see him.
But Dougie's last year was like, what? When did he get hurt?
Yeah,
and we couldn't even tell, and he was hurt.
And that's what I'm kind of worried about now. Is like, is it a re-aggravation of what he hurt before around March? Because if it is, it's kind of a shitty situation. But if like there is any doubt on whether he's coming back or not, just put him on season-ending LTIR so we can have that $9 million. Because that's the solution to end it. Go get Rasmus Anderson from Calgary and fucking it sucks that we're gonna have to rejigger the entire kind of plan for this team, but this is the year. Like we cannot have this year fucking derailed by injuries. We just cannot.
No. This is a pretty good 14 games in. I honestly believe we got a pretty good idea of the pulse of this team. So they're supposed to be a top end team this year. So you can't let something like this derail you. You got to fix it right now. Get a substitute. Do whatever you got to do to keep it going.
Do we have anybody in Utica that can come in and take that spot and be serviceable? I mean, I guess we'll find out about Colton White tomorrow.
The right side of Utica was Villain, Addison, and Strand.
I don't even know who Strand is.
So sounds like
he played a couple of preseason games and was not a guy you want to.
Not gonna work here anymore.
Not gonna. Addison, maybe he's got some NHL experience at least. If we still had Pesci and Nemec and Dougie was getting hurt, I'd say Casey's the guy. Because that kind of fits the mold of what we need. But Casey's not really the guy that fits that mold. We need a steady, and fucking can't believe we're saying this about Dougie, but we need a steady, reliable hand back there.
Well, you guys touched on it, and I completely agree that this is the year. This team is a good team, and you expect that this team should be fighting for the Metropolitan Division, fighting for a long playoff run. And if Tom Fitzgerald, now again, this is all circumstance, if Dougie is out long term, which if we go by prior seasons, he's going to be out long term. Like he's going to miss. We're not going to see him. He's going to miss some time. And then, I agree with you. The Rasmus Anderson thing, that's a great move. Fucking do it. Whatever you have to do to make sure that your team isn't going to miss a beat, because if we have to keep on doing this, juggling fucking defensemen around, and then, if we lose another guy or something, you know what I mean? Like it just all piles up, and Pesci was bad enough. This is real bad. And I'm just at a point with Dougie, like, dude, you can't stay healthy. I love you, but you can't fucking stay healthy. And I'm really healthy. You shouldn't be able to play in this league. Bye.
I'm really beyond comprehension of where we are salary cap wise with the IR and shit like that. I have no idea what the fuck is happening with that anymore. They're like, this guy's off, this guy's on, this guy's off, this guy's off. I don't know.
At JMott87 is asking how he got hurt. We were just talking about that. There really wasn't much of a play. I mean, I didn't see it, but like you guys were saying, like I didn't notice when he got hurt. I just remember Don talking about him not being on the bench. So what happened exactly?
So there was a play in the defensive zone, and I wish I could pull up Twitter on my computer, but I'm not going to do that because I don't want to give it Nazi. There was a play in the defensive zone where he went over to the boards right along the hash marks. Was it a puck battle with Slavkovsky? And I don't want to speculate about what happened because you're looking at a video on Twitter like at 2 a.m. Like, what is that? Trying to diagnose what happened. And it looked like maybe his left leg got caught a little bit in this puck battle, but he skated off and skated to the bench. He skated kind of slow, so like I don't know, but if you like, I don't know. We don't know what happened. It was a pretty innocuous play, to be honest. And if he's this brittle, like he's got to stop this shit. Like it's just we can't keep doing this. I'm hoping that this will all blow over. This will sound all ridiculous tomorrow, and he'll be back in the lineup. But I'm not confident in that.
Yeah, I think that this team, when constructed the way it's supposed to be, meaning our full roster, is just that much better than when a few of these parts go missing. Like getting Glass back was pretty big as far as seating some guys. I was really hopeful that Brown was coming back too. That would be great. He's really close, but I'm just not concerned about the forward group at all. Now we're starting to worry about kind of this defensive group, and it's just not lining up right. I mean, Pesci to me is the glue guy. Like we got to get Pesci back first. And then like Tim said, we could survive a Dougie injury better with a Pesci because you could put a lesser guy in that role, maybe won't be as effective, but you can still put him in that role and you have that dynamic. And then that you've got the security back there. Right now, it just seems like there's a few things in flux, yet we are second in the league in points. And again, first team to 10 wins. So we've got a lot to celebrate despite some of the injuries. And that's also very positive.
It's a Pyrrhic victory, right, Chris?
It was a Pyrrhic victory once again. We won the game, but hopefully didn't lose the war here. And I just, again, we'll know more probably at the end of the weekend, the beginning of next week, of where it stands with Dougie. But so far now, Colton White, you said, is the man that's going to get
supposedly, yeah, that's what the lineup was. The one guy I just looked up that I forgot about, and I don't know what his status is, injured or not. He's probably hurt. Everybody's fucking hurt. Was Diot, who had a really good preseason. Michael Diot.
You're my Diot.
You're my Diot. So, it's it's just we were so worried about the 4 group, and now all the D die. It's just like we got to stop with this. Like it's so frustrating. But anyway.
Said it at the end of last year. Oh, I'm sorry. I just have to. We said it at the end of last year. Sign Dumoulin, even if he's your 7th guy. Sign him. Put him. Stash him somewhere. Brian Dumoulin is the perfect guy to come
especially after what he showed us in the playoffs. That was the test for me, man.
He got a ridiculous deal from LA though, so we weren't.
Yeah, I know. What do you guys think of this question? I think Ethan Edwards will get a look. Timmy just shared he did get into a little scrap today, yesterday in Utica, and he held his own. He looked good. It was a good fight.
Yeah, he got some good blows in. I always like when the non-fighter middleweights fight type, because they're actual fights. Like when the heavyweights fight, it's more like they're trying to box where they're
a lot of sizing up.
Yeah, a lot of sizing up,
throws, and then they get tangled. Yeah,
exactly. But it was a good fight. They were throwing some bombs. So I don't know, man. It's on defense, lefty righty matters a lot, and if a guy can play his offside, that's an additional skill that's pretty important. Luke has actually been doing that relatively well for us, even though he made a couple of fuck ups, but generally Luke's game has been good. I mean, I think he played 28 minutes or something ridiculous like that. So if the good thing, and Bob kind of touched this a little bit, is we've built ourselves a little bit of rope here to kind of get through this time period. If we all know Fitz is going to fucking sit on things, he's going to be patient, so we need to weather this storm. But if we keep winning games and we keep putting this slapdick fucking decor together, I don't know, maybe it'll work.
If we know Pesci's going to return. Well, we know Pesci, he's put on IR now, so he'll be back.
Did you see the picture of him?
No,
sitting in the press box. He had a pretty serious cast. All his hand was totally covered. So looked like recent surgery.
Yeah, and then they said Dodonov is going to be a while still.
Yeah.
I guess he had a setback with his hand, and now
then Brown was coming back, and now he's.
But
we're just not getting to see what the true caliber of this team can be.
There's nothing more frustrating.
First game.
Yeah.
There's nothing more frustrating. I mean, I know I always talk football a little bit and stuff, but that was the thing about the first handful of games this season with the Vikings that I couldn't even watch them. It's this isn't the team that we're supposed to have. I get that injuries happen, but it's nothing is more frustrating to me than when you're watching an inferior product, not because your team isn't good, because your team is super fucking good. It's just that everybody's hurt. It is.
You're talking about the Vikings?
Well, right now I'm talking about the Devils. Hey, they beat the Lions last week. It's going to be a tough one on Sunday, but we'll see. I mean, it's going to be a really tough game Sunday.
What did we bet? So I think what's that?
What did we bet?
What did we bet?
A jersey or something?
Oh, beers.
Drinks next time we're together, and something about wearing the jersey
game, and then jersey of the choice of the other team.
Gotcha. Okay, perfect. I like that. Yeah. I like that. That's a fun bet. I can wear a Ravens jersey. I'm cool with that.
Well, no, I'd get you a Vikings jersey. You get me a Ravens jersey.
Oh, okay. Well, this just got a lot more expensive.
Fucking cash.
Well, no,
but you know a guy. That's what you guys said.
We don't have to do that. I mean, I'm not exactly rolling.
If I win, I want the Vikings jersey, but we can negotiate if I lose. We'll go back to the
Heads
table.
I
I'm
win,
like Mike
tails you lose.
Johnson when it comes to negotiating. Give you what you want, and I'll pull the rug out from under you.
Yeah. Like a quarterback's agent. I'm just like, hey, that guy got that much. I'll get the next much.
There you go.
I think you were about to talk about the guy that did come back.
I was. Asshole, glass holes unite.
Glassholes.
Cody Glass. What a
Glass
fucking
holes. Glass
shot,
holes.
man. This guy, I love Cody Glass. He is becoming one of my favorite Devils this year, but my favorite Devil this year, and I think the MVP of this team so far, and I cannot believe I'm about to say this, is fucking Dawson Mercer. This guy has not played a bad game all year.
Yeah.
I mean, just this is exactly what this team needed. That, guy that can play anywhere in the lineup, gives you 120% every time he's out there. And I mean, 2 shorthanded goals. I mean, even Keefe said during the press conference, well, nobody played good in that West Coast trip. He's like, nope. Well, Mercer did. He was the only one that he gave any kind of credit to. I fucking love the way Dawson Mercer is playing. And all I keep thinking when I watch him play is he's going to be a fucking problem in the playoffs.
I'm not surprised.
I hope so. He is shooting like 30%. So
I mean, Bobby, take the victory lap, man.
I didn't. No, I'm just saying I'm really not surprised because again, none of us ever gave up on his hockey intelligence and all that. I really always felt like with him, there's this kind of confidence issue of the way he was handled. Yes, he could play in all situations, and he's happy to do it, I'm sure, most of the time. But you also got to kind of know where you slot in a team. And when someone taps you and says, "All right, dude, like." You're 4 now for him, right? Yeah.
Yeah, you're 4.
You're one of the leaders of this team. I know you're not talked about like the Heischer and the Hughes and the Brad, but you are. You're there.
He's a sub leader, yes.
Right. And you just need, he just needed to start off steady in a position that makes sense to him. Got a little time under his belt. Now you can shuffle him around a little bit when people get hurt, move in and out because he is your Swiss Army knife. But then when things reset, you put him right back to where he's having success and he doesn't miss a beat. So he's just a really good hockey player. And we broke down this way too much last year. But like when you really talk about like the contract that you get for this guy too, like this is a very valuable asset that we have for what he provides. He's a good hockey player.
Yeah, and it's we have said this all along. We were killing him for board battles and getting beat physically, which he's just not anymore. But we also did, I think, say a lot like his versatility is also probably the biggest problem because his deployment has been all over the place.
Right.
He was first line wing, second line center, third line wing. He's playing with Timo one day, he's playing with another guy, he's playing with the trash guy the next day. It's just like now it's either he's playing third line center with these guys, he's on the wing with Nico and Timo. And those are his two kind of roles. He's getting consistent power play one time, which certainly helps. It's amazing how much power play deployment helps production, but it helps confidence.
That's the thing. Yes,
it's just confidence when you're playing with confidence, like, and you can see it in his game. I love it. But I do want to get back to Cody Glass also because we kind of, and I this is something I'd been kind of preaching about. I think you guys agree with me. Is that how much the third line center is such like an important piece of a team in terms of deployment and just. With him back in the lineup from an offensive perspective, it just stretched the lineup so much more. Like we actually had a fully competent top 9. Fourth line's still a little rough, but
it was very evident even without the goal. The goal was gravy. Without the goal, what his presence did to this team was extremely evident.
And I thought the fourth line played really good last night.
They did.
As far as offensive zone time and getting some good looks. I thought Glendening had a really good game.
Yeah. Lemico and Glendening actually played pretty well together.
Well, so what do you guys think so far of the few games that we saw Nason in Palat's spot with Jack and Bratt? How do you feel about number 11 up there so far? I haven't been too impressed, but I like the
idea of it. He's and I think Keefe said this much. It's like I like the idea of it, but I don't know. Bob,
I sent you guys something a couple days ago, whatever game they were losing on the West Coast, and I circled the whole left side. Wasn't good.
Yeah, you did. That was
including Nason on the top. I actually noticed him a little bit yesterday early on in the game where he was visible, but as the game went on, no, not really that kind of leadership characteristic that I thought we were getting from this guy. That's all I wanted from this guy when I was so excited when he came. I didn't care about his production per se. That's the bonus with him. It was the kind of the type of game he plays and that kind of mental fortitude to like drive. We're going to win this game. And I feel like we haven't seen that since middle of last year. He didn't show up in the playoffs and do that where he did it against us with Carolina all those years. He's not doing it so far this year, although he is fairly newish back on the team right after injury, but that's not his rightful place. It is
No,
not.
and it's a couple things. So it's similar to that Mercer issue we were just talking about with Nason. It's like kind of, is this going to be a permanent role thing? Like, is this what we want him to do, is to be on that line, or is he just a stopgap? And he's never played with Jack before, so he even was quoted in a Christy Flannery article, just being like, Christy Flannery actually wrote about this today. Great article. She's been the best recently, but he was basically like, yeah, Jack's really hard to play with. And it's kind of the same
Right.
thing, we've been saying, is like that he's really hard to play with. And you got to find that kind of right type of guy to be able to fit there. And that was the logic behind Palat. And that was the logic now behind Nason. So it hasn't been great, I don't think, but I think he's developed a little bit of leeway with our fan base.
Well, I do think it is a stopgap because I do think that Tom Fitzgerald and Sheldon Keefe believe that Dodonov is the guy for that spot, and we just haven't seen it. So I do think this is just keep the seat warm until Evgeny's ready. But it doesn't mean that the seat has to stay warm with the same guy, and that's why I want to see Cotter up there, even if it's just for a couple of shifts. I just want to see what he can do with those guys. Cotter is very good at holding on to the puck, winning board battles. I think that he could be that complimentary guy to help with, some secondary scoring on that line with Jack and Brad or anything. Just make sure that the puck stays deep and let those guys go to work. So I don't know. I'd like to see Cotter.
I like that because I believe that you actually get more value for Nason once you put him back down. I think he's more of a weapon on those lower lines because of some of the intangibles that he can bring. So therefore, again, why not throw Cotter up there? Because like I said jokingly a couple pods ago, Jack and Brad could just play by themselves. So put somebody up there that could do something with them, maybe something slightly different. And again, Cotter every now and then can throw out those magical hands and blow you the fuck away. And you're like, where'd that come from? And the rest of the time he's skating around like a dumb duck, right? But like it's worth a try to do. And then the other thing I just want to bring up as far as Dadonov goes, like it's been a while. It's been 13 games since he played, right? We don't know exactly what's going on. Tom Fitzgerald needs to be aggressive to me to the point where I don't want him to think about this visualization that, okay, Dadonov's going to be back and he's our guy that's going to be on that line. He should be looking for moves already that can replace him if need be, because he's a free agent anyway on a small contract. Like you can very easily bury him, move him, drop him down. I guess what I'm trying to say is like make the trade day come early for the Devils, because right now he hasn't played in 13 games and maybe he comes back. I still want to see him. I was so excited to see what he could do on this line. But what if we get to 20 and 25 games and even less than that? Because we're actually pretty close to Thanksgiving already, right? Where things start to kind of heat up some.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd say make the move now if you're worried about his $750,000 salary or whatever lowness it is. Like, you'll figure out what to do with that.
The other option is take the training wheels off of Gritsuk and give him another run.
That was the next guy I was going to bring up.
Like Gritsuk, man, like every single game he impresses me. He does something where like it's whether it's his compete, his battle, his shot, his playmaking, like his ability to generate and create something all by himself. Like I think he could be a really good piece because he does win those battles and he does go to that. Let me read you what Keefe said specifically about Jack and Brett in that line. Said, we want to make sure there is not duplication in their jobs and what they're doing. Sometimes there's duplication between Hughes and Bratt, and we can't triple it up. We have to have someone with proper spacing that is going to be around the net and can earn that puck back. So that's the Nasons, the Palats,
right?
I get it. Now the more I play it, the more that I watch Gritsuk, I'm like, take the training wheels off and let's see what that looks like.
Well, if you're talking about bottom six bottom 6 guys that we have with the most offensive capability, Gritsik is number 1. I mean, he's played. The thing that's impressed me a lot is his defensive game. And on the forecheck, he's he's a pain in the ass, and he's usually, I haven't seen him too many times completely out of position, and I love his shoot first mentality. We don't have enough guys on our team that just, him and Timo are like the only two that just fire it from anywhere. And I love that about him. I'd be cool with that. Give it a shot. As long as you're winning, I'm cool with, throwing a few things in and seeing if it works. Maybe you get an offensive explosion with Gritsuk up there. Maybe it doesn't work all the time, but I'd give it a shot.
Yeah, like he's like a guy in the offensive zone that can find that kind of soft ice and those soft spots, like that natural kind of sniper that can finish. Like his shot is just fantastic. And it was one of his 2 goals where he was wrestling around with someone, got up, got to the slot. Timo got him the puck, and he kicked it up to himself and just fucking.
Oh my god, that was beautiful.
I was just like, it's just 100%, like just such a complete effort on his part. So that could be the guy. But the nice thing is that there are options. But I think that could be affecting Nason a little bit, where he knows he's just keeping the seat warm, and kind of now that he's not like that power play one net front guy because he hasn't really been getting any time there. He's kind of like, what is my role now? Like, what do you want me to
be
do?
the pest?
He's a good veteran.
Go down and be the pest,
and he is also a couple games from coming back from injury. So again, I think he's built a little bit of grace period, but that's got to run out a little bit.
Stepan Nason's role should be exactly what Bobby just said. A bottom 6 pain in the fucking ass. A guy that nobody wants to play against. He's going to just be a pain in the ass to your best players. He's going to get under their skin. He's going to, draw some penalties, that kind of shit. That's what you want from Stepan Nason. Like last year in the power play success, that wasn't really him. It was great that he had it, but again, not really him. He's a bottom 6 guy that can play that just gritty pain in the ass role. Yeah. And that's what he should do. And maybe also, like, if he is saying like Jack's really hard to play with, how much does that take away from his own game when he's constantly not just thinking about the things he has to do?
He's overthinking it.
Right.
Yeah.
Fuck, man. Jack might be doing this and I don't want to piss him off and I got to do,
how do I help them instead of playing my game?
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. And, so that could be something. Maybe we just trade Jack. Maybe that's the answer.
Definitely. Just Jack and Brat, just package them because
patch them up for like a 3rd round pick or something like that.
Is there a combo in the NHL more fun to watch with open ice than Jack Hughes and Jesper Bratt?
Draisaitl and Connor, I guess you can. McDavid, you could.
They don't even move the puck around like
that.
They don't. But they just score like
there's just an electricity with Jack and Brat when they're like.
They're the same fucking person out there. Like they share a brain. They know what the other person's doing before the other person does. It's incredible to watch.
One thing I need to see Jesper Bratt shoot the fucking puck more.
Yes.
He peels off a lot. And I get it. He's always looking for a playmaker, and he's a playmaker and a passer, but over the last couple of games, he's passed up maybe half a dozen shots where it's like,
and we've seen that one-timer from the top of the circle. He's got it,
I don't know where that went.
Rip it, and he hasn't done it. So yeah, I agree with you. He needs
I don't know
to
what.
shoot
Like
more.
there's one where he came in on the right side, had the guy beat, had a perfect opportunity to just fucking snap it off, and just peeled off. And I'm like, why are you doing that?
There was a point in the game last night where he had like a semi breakaway too, and he actually didn't score, not the game winner, of course.
Yeah, that was
the
blocker save that he made on him.
Yeah, even my 11-year-old looks at me and he goes, he doesn't usually miss those. I'm like, you're right, he doesn't, and that's why this dude needs to shoot more. And we were having parallel because I'm texting with you guys. I also text with Derek on the side, and it's funny how the conversations are often parallel and what's going on. But we were talking about Brat a little bit, just saying, just gotta get this guy going and have him shooting the puck. He could do a lot more.
And then in overtime, he was the big hero.
He fucking loves the 5-hole, man.
Yeah,
he loves that move.
Not only is he just super fun to watch, but he's so fucking serious all the time. Like, I don't know if this dude, like, he's just super freaking. Even when he scores that goal, there's like a smile a little bit of this. That's it.
Smirking.
That's
yeah.
it. There's
So-
no, Timo scored the game winner. He's jumping around, or the game tying goal. He's jumping around. He's banging on the glass. He's going. I love that. Jesper Bratt, nothing.
I'm convinced that Jesper Brad actually has zero personality. Like so I sent you that, and not to shit on the guy. It's kind of fun. It's very austere European, but
Yes, it is.
the Swedish like house tour that he gave, that I sent you guys that of his new
No.
house in North Jersey.
Yeah,
There's
I think
nothing. There's
so.
nothing on the walls. It's like Cameron's house and Ferris Bueller's, like very cold
It's
and very dark, and you're not allowed
You're
to
not
touch
allowed
anything.
to touch anything.
And like all the walls are stark white, all the furniture is very squared off. But then there's another video that the Devils put out. This is my own little conspiracy theory. That's my little treat just for me. There's a video of them showing them for the home opener where they're getting in the back of a BMW and they're talking about music choices and stuff like that.
Oh,
And
yeah, I
Brad
think
was
I
like,
saw
Brad
this.
was like, and Brad was like, I kind of like everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
It's like this guy
Can't commit to one genre.
Well, yeah,
It's
nothing.
like, no.
So him celebrating after that OT winner, I was like, oh my god, a personality.
That's about
But
as
that was
much as
cool.
you're
He's
going to
like-
see
he's like-
from him. That's
yeah.
as much as you're going to see from him. And it was
Yeah, he
it was a
probably-
great goal.
He probably
Uh,
lashed himself like Opus Day afterwards. He's like,
Right.
You
Just
celebrated. You
sitting in
celebrated.
his,
You
sitting in his
celebrated.
empty room, just
Yeah.
fucking smacking himself with a fucking whip. Don't celebrate. He's writing on the chalkboard don't celebrate after game-winning goals. Don't celebrate after game-winning goals. Poor
Yeah,
Jesper.
Jason, no, we talked about that a little bit. Like Luke's getting a little loosey goosey with the puck. He needs to tighten it back up. Luke was objectively good for the first, I don't know, 7-8 games, and got a little loose during the road trip and was a little loose against Montreal, but he'll pull it back together.
Our defense, especially tomorrow, they just need to play solid, sound, like fundamental hockey. Don't try and do too much.
Yeah.
Let the forwards take care of what they got to take care of. Pittsburgh is a very good team. Just like
Dude, Sid's leading the league in goals.
38 years
awesome.
old, and he's
This
leading.
fucking
the
guy
league in
won't stop.
goals.
And
He's
Gino's
amazing.
got like 20 points or something like that.
It's like the
See, that's the
fountain of
thing,
youth
like-
in Pittsburgh.
We like having the offensive ability to push out of the zone and all that from the defensive group is great. But like when we need to just have them like just be defense, we've got the offense up front to take care of
Yeah.
that. Like we
Yep.
can run and gun with anybody. Like it's a bonus when you guys are firing right. But if you're not going to be firing right, let's just worry about keeping the puck out of the net because the guys
That's
are
it.
fine up front.
Yep, just throw it deep, get it on the net, whatever, and just that's it. Just I'm fine with you just hanging back. Just hang back all
It
night.
reminds me of that
Uh,
those hockey cliche videos I sent you guys. Like, so I heard you got caught at a strip club with a gerbil up your ass. Care to comment? He's like,
Yeah,
well.
those are so funny.
He's like, oh well,
Yeah.
sometimes you got to take one for the team and get pucks
Yep.
deep, get pucks to the net.
Get pucks deep.
Yes, future man, we did talk about moving Gritzik up.
Yeah, you
we
should have been here
talked-
about 10 minutes ago. We had that whole conversation about Gritchuk up
there are
there.
a few options, and actually, now that I think about it, if you do move Cotter up to give him that run, I don't think they would do that. But then I feel like Nason, Glendening, and Lamico could be a pretty fucking formidable fourth line, and they could really run over people. They
Yeah,
could really run over other fourth lines.
yeah. Lamico was actually noticeable yesterday on the fourth line.
Yeah.
Even though
Yeah.
I don't know why, but a number 83 on the fourth line makes me very angry. I don't know. It just bothers me.
Yeah,
Don't
should be like
that.
he should be like number 12 or
Yeah,
something.
yeah, you should be number 12. That's it. Pick number 12. You're not 83.
You know,
83
got a
is a
lot of
goal
glass goals with
scorer's
that
number. Yeah, it's true. We got it there. We got it at 12. We got an 11. We got a 12. We got a 13. We don't have a 14. Bastion's got.
Yeah,
Oh, no, we did
Glendening.
Glendening. Do we have a
15?
15?
15?
15's fine.
15.
We don't have a
15
15.
works. Do we? McEwen's 15.
Is he?
Yeah.
He's another one when he-
speaking of guys who are fucking dead. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, Jay, I've been pounding the fucking table. Well, not really. I said like 2 or 3 times about Coleman. I agree. He's the guy.
Honestly, we got to see what happened to Dougie.
Yeah,
because
we should ransack Calgary. I think.
Go get Kadri, Pickles, and Rasmus Anderson. Done.
There you go.
Send Dougie to LTIR season ending. Let him go.
Ooh,
Fucking.
let's do a Wolf
the
for
year.
Markstrom trade while we're at it again. We'll send Markstrom back to Calgary, and we'll take Wolf.
Oh God, when that second goal went in, I was like, what the like. I understand that goaltending is a very difficult job, but what the fuck, man? Like, you cannot let that shit in. That was all. That could
That
have
was
been
bad.
that was a momentum shifting, backbreaking goal. You cannot let that shit in to Jake Evans of all fucking people. Like, what are you doing?
I agree. I want to talk about Markstrom in a second. I have a quick question for Jay Snow. Did Dave Pagnotta talk about Coleman coming to the Devils, or was he just talking about Blake Coleman? So I'm just curious
Well,
about that.
Calgary's just so bad that I think
Just him being
that's kind
moved,
of the
right?
natural. Yeah, and I don't
Sure.
think Pagnotta really has any sources. I think he just kind of looks at like the bad teams and is like, oh, those guys
No,
should
he's
sell
got
everybody.
sources. He's got sources.
I think the only
big in
person that has
NHL.
sources is
To the
Elliot
Devils.
Friedman.
To the Devils. Yeah. Okay.
LeBron's really the
So-
guy. Oh,
So
yeah.
I wonder if Dave Pagnotta was listening to us when we were talking. Well, no, he must have. You saw the text I sent you like a month ago, Tim.
Yeah,
He probably
yes,
saw that.
He's in our phones.
Intercepting texts.
I so yeah,
Yeah, one of
after
those
we
guys.
brought it
One of
up,
those guys
actually.
has
Thank you,
a,
Jay. I appreciate that. All right, so yeah, I think we should definitely just ransack Calgary. Just make them the Utica Comets. Let's
Now's the
just
time.
make them our minor league team.
Well, it was funny because it was Pittsburgh was the only team selling, and now they're suddenly good. So it's like, all right, well, cross Rust and Raquel off the list.
Yeah,
But I think a lot of our plans do hinge on whether this is a severe injury to Dougie or not. We have a little bit of leeway to get away with like a game, maybe 5 without him. But if it's any longer than that, we got to really start looking at serious stopgaps.
if it's any more than that, if it's 10 games or more, I never want to see number 7 in a Devil uniform again. I'm done with them. Fuck
Like
them.
any number 7?
If it's only 10,
No,
if it's
no,
only
no.
10
Is
games,
another number 7 I'll take. Just
if
not
it's
Dougie.
only 10 games, like that's a bit extreme, Chris.
I said more than 10 games.
11.
11
games.
Fuck
Fuck them. Send them to the moon.
Fuck 'em.
All right.
Fuck
All
'em.
right.
How many times do we have to keep doing this? That's it. Like, just enough.
Then-
And
Yeah.
if this injury is serious, and I really hope it's not, but if it is serious, then the bigger thing is that Tom Fitzgerald has to be in buy mode right now. Like, if he knows that
early.
Yeah, if he knows that this is going to be bad and he's not going to have Hamilton till after Christmas or whatever, you have got to do something now.
I'm telling you, go get Rasmus Anderson. Like that's the perfect fit.
Start looking at the bottom
the
feeders
market.
that aren't going to move up. They're not going to move up, and just start picking them up now. Like, get on that phone and just try.
Like San Jose has a bunch of defensemen that they're shopping around. I don't know if there's anybody on that team. Their defense is kind of trash, so not all that interesting. It's just like a warm NHL body that can actually play defense, that has some decent size and can skate a little bit. Like,
there are,
that's
like you said, though, the two teams that I kind of thought were going to be probably selling early in Pittsburgh and Boston are both, now on winning streaks and not gonna, so that kind of sucks. But I am happy that Sidney Crosby at least will remain a Penguin for this year. I don't have to worry about him watching him win the Cup as a Florida Panther.
Those trade rumors really kind of stopped pretty quickly. I feel like that's what Sid did. He was like, fuck this. I don't want to be in trade rumors anymore. Why don't we just go kick the shit out of everybody?
He woke up. Go ahead, Bobby.
No, you finish your thought.
I was just making a stupid Sidney Crosby joke. Like, he woke up and just realized who the fuck he was and decided, I'm just going to go own the NHL again. And that's what he did.
He's like, all right, I'm better than all these fucking kids.
These legendary players are capable
of doing. It is crazy
doing.
that him and Celebrini, I think, I don't know if it's still that, or like 1, 2, maybe top 5 in points. Celebrini's fucking absolutely tearing it up.
I love that.
I think it's still, I think Crosby's got goals and Celebrini's got points, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was just going to say what I really love about this season is that some of the young teams, and I'll kind of include the Devils in that too, as far as like taking that kind of next step, that you weren't really sure that they were going to do it, like are doing it, like Montreal being as good as they are, the Ducks being where they are. Like, there are some of the younger Red Wings finally kind of doing stuff. I don't know how sustainable that is, but it's finally tonight. Like some of these teams that are
Yes.
had this young talent is at right now, at least, is at the top. The only oddity is the Penguins, the one old team that's sitting up there with everybody else, which is why I still think they're probably going to fall back. But I don't know if they're going to fall.
One thing about Montreal, do you have their records up? Look at how many overtime games Montreal's gone to. I think they've gone to like 10 games in overtime.
Oh, I can't see how many total.
Oh, 6.
Overtime losses was 2.
10 might be exaggerating.
I think they were 5-0 before last night. And last night was in overtime, and last night was their first overtime loss. We were 1-0.
So that would be 8 overtime games. They're 5-0, and they have 2 overtime.
They can't be 2 overtime losses and be 5-0 at the same time.
No,
I'm going through it myself. Like I thought I heard them say 5-0, and I guess not because they have 2. They had one before last night.
They have 2 overtime losses, Bob. You're looking to.
They have 2 overtime losses right now.
Okay.
Colorado has 5. Hence, they're in first place.
They're overtime merchants. Oh, loser point merchants are the Montreal Canadiens. Yes. Anaheim.
Colorado Avalanche. Montreal Canadiens only have 2 loser points.
Oh, well, they're just overtime merchants.
So in the Atlantic, who's the top 3 and the points?
So you want division?
Yeah, the Atlantic first. The Atlantic and then do the Metro. I don't care about the West.
So you got the Canadiens with 20, the Red Wings with 18, and the Bruins with 18. Maple Leafs are behind that with 17, then Tampa with 16, Florida with 15.
That's fucking insane. What about the Metro?
Tampa's had a resurgence a little bit over the past.
Yeah, they have.
Talk about Anaheim quickly. They've scored 7 goals 4 times already this year.
Yeah,
they are fucking nasty.
They sure are.
I do have to go through the Metro real quick because it ends wonderfully.
Yes, please do tell. And speaking, before you get into that, it is delicious how many goals Chris Kreider has in an Anaheim uniform.
I know.
And the Rangers can't score for shit.
Well, they put 4 up tonight, but they did win tonight, but they can't score at home. That's for damn sure.
Yeah. Oh, it's so funny. Anyway, go ahead, Bob.
Yeah, Devils are on top with 20
This is a perfect
points.
segue.
Yeah, Devils are on top with 20 points. Pittsburgh's right behind with 20 points. They played 1 extra game and have 1 less win.
So tomorrow's game is officially for first place in the Metro.
Yeah. Officially for first place. Carolina right behind them with 18.
How many points? 18? Okay.
The Flyers actually have 17.
Good for them.
Zegras has been shredding it too.
8 wins already. Then we have the Capitals with 15. The Islanders at 6-5 with 14.
Yeah, they lost
Columbus
tonight.
Blue Jackets at 7-6 with 14, and the New York Rangers at 6-2 and 14 points.
Oh wow! But I think it might be safe to say the Rangers are not making the playoffs this year.
They have a very steep hill to climb already.
They do. They have a go over a lot of people. The Rangers are making playoffs. They're playing the best team defense in the league, and they were number 1 in expected goals. Okay, so
they have like the best expected goals against.
That's fine.
League.
They're not making the playoffs.
I know it would. I mean, you have to score goals the other way too.
I mean,
Igor's keeping them in a lot of games, but structurally and I've watched a couple of Ranger games. Structurally in their play, they actually look like they're a competent hockey team. It's just they just can't score for shit, especially at home. So I don't know. Whatever. Fuck them. I don't care.
Exactly.
Last place.
And they can stay there.
So my concern about tomorrow is the afternoon of it. Like we just
not our
I think it's like a 12:30 game or something too.
Exact same time as my kids' puck drop, of course. So
is it really?
Sucks.
Yeah.
Are you doing scorekeeping?
And I'm in the booth, so I can't even check my phone.
You should show him that Brat goal because it's like it is such an easy breakaway goal. Just a little fake shot, little move to get the goalie sliding. And gets him to open up his legs like a dirty little whore.
I'm currently working on the team's fast twitch muscle fibers because I've noticed a lot.
Oh, I forgot you're the strength
very slow delays on what we're doing with the puck, and they're just I'm gonna push it up the boards. I'm like, no more of this shit. We're gonna teach you guys how to actually move this stuff.
I like it.
But yeah, that's my new.
I love it.
We're done with the weights. Like, you guys aren't ready for the weights. I need to get him onto these power moves and stuff. So it's actually been a lot of fun. They had a really
You got
good
a lot of plyometrics, doing some.
We're doing we
Oh.
did a hanging competition for extra shooting time in the shooting galley last week, and then this week we're gonna do wall sits. They don't know that yet. Well, yeah, they're gonna do wall sits. Two
sits,
winners
the
get the extra
worst.
shooting.
Oh my god!
I know.
I quit.
I'm such
I
a
quit.
dick. And we're gonna start off with clap push-ups. These kids can't even do push-ups, so faces are gonna be broken.
I love you.
This is
Oh, it's
amazing.
great. It's great.
We got to get like a social media manager for this team just to film this shit. That'd be fucking
It's so
hilarious.
good.
That would actually be really good to do.
Right.
That would be awesome.
That'd be really
but-
funny.
All right. Well, it is getting a little bit late, so we are gonna kind of cut this one short. I still have to eat dinner. Go ahead, Bob.
Yes. However, we are not leaving until I play for you, which I hope comes through the audio. A video that I sent Tim. It's two goalies. And
It just I watched it like 3 times.
I can't stop laughing at it, just the way these guys talk. So one goalie is basically
Well, have you ever seen the original video?
no. This is the first time.
It's like okay, so it's not them actually talking.
Okay, I figured
It's
not.
it's
Yeah, I figured it was dubbed over.
it's a video. Have you ever seen the video of like 2 guys yelling at each other across the lake?
Yes. So it's that
Okay.
they dubbed it to ice,
But they dubbed it to 2 goalies. It's fucking
the
hysterical.
way I really hope it comes through because the way he calls his names and shit, it's hysterical.
It's
I'm
funny.
gonna play it up here so you can see it, Chris. And
Okay.
then hopefully my mic picks it up too. Okay.
All right.
Let's go.
Can't hear it.
No.
Why does that fucking happen? Like, why can't we hear that?
Damn it.
Yeah, it's kind of crackly.
Damn it.
Yeah.
But it's like that
That
video
sucks.
where it's like,
It's
hey, what's your name?
he's like,
what?
what? Like,
What's
what
your
is your
name?
name? It's like,
Tony.
Tony's like, fuck you,
Fuck
Tony.
you, Tony. He's like,
What's
I
your
never saw
name?
it.
Ezekiel. Fuck you, Ezekiel.
Fuck you, Ezekiel.
It's just funny the way they do it, dude. I couldn't
Love
stop
that
laughing.
shit.
All right, send it to me so I can
Yeah,
watch
I'll
it.
send it to you. Maybe we can upload or something.
All right, so
Let's go,
real,
Devils. Yeah,
real quick though, what do you guys think tomorrow? What are you expecting? It's a tough game,
It's a tough
but we should
game.
beat the Penguins.
Bob, you can go first.
We should beat the Penguins that we thought were going to be the Penguins on paper. I honestly think this is a toss-up right now. I don't think I'd be too concerned if they lost this game. I think Pittsburgh's firing. I'll be optimistic, of course, and say we're going to pull it out like 4-2. I'm picking 4-2 because I just looked up and I saw that the Pittsburgh Penguins have 4 losses and 2 overtime. So I'm picking 4-2 Devils.
All right, what do you got?
Yeah, I
Tim?
think it's going to be 4-3, 5-3-ish us. With our defense and goaltending the way it is, I think we're going to need to produce. I think we're going to need to, it will be a race to over 4 or 5 goals. Whoever gets there first wins.
Yeah, I think the Devils will score a lot of goals tomorrow.
I hope so.
Not sure how many they're going to let in, but they're going to keep the home thing going. It's going to be 7 in a row. They'll keep it rolling until hopefully game 41 when they're 41-0 at home. But
can I say something controversial?
Sure.
I think Simon Nemeth should replace Luke Hughes on power play 1.
Chew on that, and then we're going to come back Sunday probably with all 4 of us. And
9,750,000. There you go.
Luke just can't get his fucking shot through, man. He had 6 shot attempts last game, all of them blocked.
It was a super sweet no look behind the back pass to Palat. I will say
Like,
that.
Nemeth is a good
sweet.
passer. He's a good
That was
shooter.
sweet.
He can get his
He
shot through.
should not be on power play 1.
Simon Nemeth.
No.
All right, let's see.
No.
Throw
All
him
right.
up there. He gets a
On
goal.
Sunday-
Fires Luke up, and then we're
On
good.
Sunday, convince me why he should be there instead of Luke Hughes. You probably could. It's not going to be that hard.
Because he's the best replicant of Dougie that we have.
Oh fuck! That means he's going to get hurt.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, he's not made. He's not made of fucking paper mache.
All right, I could deal. I could live with
Bob,
that.
Bob, need you to get to the Rock and do some strength and conditioning with Dougie.
Yeah,
He looks like he doesn't need my help. I don't know why he gets hurt so
You know
much.
what? He needs some stretching or something, or fucking work on his ligaments.
Jesus.
maybe some people are just made like fucking balsa wood, and apparently
means
he's got
all abs.
little baby bird bones inside that 6'4" behemoth of a body.
He's got gym muscles.
All right, Devils win. They're going to put 6 up tomorrow against the Penguins. That's
They're going to miss the extra point.
Yeah, Future Man says Nemec will make better decisions.
From the red line in offensively, Nemec is our best offensive defenseman. I will say that with my full fucking chest. From the red line defensively, it's a little dicey. But when the puck is on Nemec's stick, he's so smooth and so confident and so good with it. I've said what I've
he
said.
sneakily has a whole bunch of points. I mean, and he does it just.
How many times I'm going to miss fucking shutting that clock off because my phone's going to be blowing up with you assholes talking about that game tomorrow? I'll be like, oh, phone's going off, and I'll hear the bench going, clock, clock.
Actually,
Sorry.
I don't text.
Stop the
a lot.
clock! Stop the clock!
I don't text a lot when I'm working when I watch the games,
Oh,
and I'll be working tomorrow
We
because
can-
I have
we
to
can-
actually stop
we can go
the
radio-
game to text back. So I
We can go
usually
radio
wait.
silent.
Yeah, we'll go radio silent. Intermissions, we'll catch up. So, guys, thanks so much for hanging out with us tonight. We know it was late, so the few that did come on, we do appreciate you guys. Let us know what you think about the upcoming Penguin game tomorrow, and we will be back on Sunday. We'll talk about that and the week ahead. For Tim and Bob, I'm Chris. We're the Uncle Puckers, and we'll see you when we see you.
Bye-bye.
Eat a dick.
It's over, Johnny. It's over!
You say you want